South Boston, and we are back in the K5 Championship Street Stocks for a race here at South Boston, and it is really loose. I was really struggling to keep it underneath me. We're gonna go out here and qualify. This is Justin's set that Dylan shared once we got into this session, so thank you to both of them. He had it on 8 gallons of fuel, which I'll probably, if I make it to the feature, I'll probably put that back in it. But I lowered it a little bit just to try and tighten it up slightly, because it is so loose off the corner, and all that extra weight in the back is making it even more so. So I tightened it up for qualifying, and hopefully the heats, hopefully it'll be an okay lap. 3.52, actually, very good. I will take that. I couldn't do anything better than a 0.4. And Chris up top right now with a 2.53. So I will take a 3.52. Even though it looks like we're going to drop to about where we were running in practice. I think I was like 10th on speed. And we're already down to 9th. So track must have sped up a little bit. Or people have just gotten closer at the top. But I'm happy with a 0.5 or 0.352. That's the best lap. You see a 4.54 was all I could do in practice. Really tough, really loose. I think we're going to want it to be loose in the long race. We got 40 laps for the feature, 50 laps actually, shorter track. I think you're going to want it to start off that loose, so I'm probably going to put the 2 gallons I took out of it back in there, just so we can get it to turn and be able to have some speed later in the race and not be pushing up to the wall. But starting off here, it is really slick. So hopefully those 2 last gallons will help us for our 10 lap heat and a consolation race if we need to run one. But hopefully we can transfer right in like we have been all season. Top 3 for the heat transfers, and we will see which one we end up going into here once qualifying finishes up. And we are going to be in heat number 3, starting 3rd, so that's perfect. But since we're that far back, we'll go ahead and cut here, and we'll get back to you once we take the green for heat 3. We got a couple heats here to watch that I'm going to watch, and then we'll be ready to get back going. So,
1, we expect to be fighting for the podium.
Those 2 races went by quick. Had a couple cautions in heat number 1. I think heat 2 went all green. But there were a couple big wrecks, and it looked like it was going to be tough to pass. So hopefully, starting in 3rd here, we get another really lucky starting position, and we can just maintain and make it into the feature. Though I think if we get to the B main, it won't be too bad. And we should be able to transfer in, but hopefully we just transfer in right here and not have to worry about it. We got Nick Robinson starting just in front of us. Alan right to his outside. We got Rob just to our outside. And Dakota and Bob just behind us. So this should be fun. Hopefully we get a decent start. Don't miss a shift. I think I'm just going to start in 3rd. Should be alright. We need to try and get into turn 1 without spinning out on entry. Coming to the green here. Make sure they're unmuted.
Alright, man. Pace car is in. Green.
Went kind of late, but we get a good jump. Might be able to slot in the 2nd here. Get around Allen, maybe.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
As long as I don't overcook the entry. We have cleared him. Alright. Let's get settled in here.
You're in 2nd.
They're going to have a real big battle for the transfer spot, looks like, just behind us. And I cannot be drifting it like that. It's not going to hurt us too bad here because our tires don't need to last that long. But if we're doing that in the feature, that's not going to end up well for us. I'm just so afraid to turn into the corner just because it wants to jump sideways so bad. It is crazy. Just need to be real nice and easy with it. I'm using a little bit of the throttle and brake at the same time on entry, which is usually inadvisable, but keeps it just a bit more stable for me. And they are still battling hard behind us for third place. We have found ourselves in a lucky spot here, where we don't have to really worry about it.
Sorry, dude, couldn't get off you there.
Just need to not spin out. Already halfway through the heat.
That's what happened.
We're in a podium position. Hi, man, we got one stop.
Dakota, we got one stopped ahead.
Slow car down low.
Somebody spun. Rick must have spun. But Dakota has moved into third, but he's got a real long line of cars behind him. Bryce has moved up there, and Rob just behind him.
Outside.
Rick just getting out of the way. Thank you.
All clear.
We have no hope of catching Nick, which is to be expected, but I just want to keep this thing stable and get it home safe. Get it to the feature. And we'll continue our streak of at least making the feature. Not all of them have been great finishes, but we've had some decent ones, and at least we've made every single one so far. And hopefully we can continue that right now. So we'll be in the points.
White flag, one more lap to go.
One more lap in this heat. Dakota holding a small lead over Bryce. Are we going to see a move back there? He's going to try and go for it, but he holds the bottom on entry. Dakota looks like he's going to move on. And we move on straight to the feature.
There's the checkered
Another
flag.
lucky break for us on that starting position.
Good racing, Bryce.
There
It's
you
going to
go,
be tough
man.
to make a move
Good
if
job,
we start
driver.
further back. But I will take that.
Ready
That
to
should
go
put
forward.
us, whatever we qualified for the... Well, no, we actually finished one higher than where we started there, so I'm not sure where that's going to put us once we get to the feature, but at least we made it. So I will cut the video here. Oh, we're going to be starting 6th. That's perfect. Outside row, but that should be fine. We start pretty far up. So I will cut here. We got a few consolation races, and then I'll be getting into warm-up
This
before the
top
feature.
four?
So should be pretty quick here. Okay, we're getting into the warm-up here. I put the 8 gallons back in it, so we'll see really how much looser it is now. I think the key is just going to be really, really patient with it early on. 50-lap race. There will be plenty of time. And we're going to be starting on the outside as well, so there's going to be no reason to push it too hard. But also, track temp has gone down. We're closer to sunset, so maybe it's not going to be too bad. Got Charles just behind us. Doesn't feel that bad, honestly. Maybe we're going to be happy we put those 2 gallons back in it. I think we're going to be anyway. Otherwise, why would I have done it? Should be able to keep us looser or longer, because I think it's going to end up getting really tight later into this race. I mean, we're already turning the wheel a ton. That felt pretty tight there. Get the wall tap out of the way here in the warm-up before we get to the feature. There were a few wrecks in the consolation races. People just getting loose a couple times, and there was some contact as well. But something we're going to need to watch out for, even starting in 6th. There could be something happening in front of us, and there's not much room to dodge at all here. Let's do a practice lap along the outside. Act like we've got a car underneath us, so we're not caught off guard by that right at the start. That outside wall comes up pretty fast. Pretty much just entering the corner the exact same way I was in the bottom. Alright. I think it'll be okay. 50 laps. I'm worried we're going to be on that right rear too much, and it's just going to be so loose later. Center of corner and off, it's going to be so tough. Just need to be patient with it.
Alright, man.
Can we see
Line
what the
up on
tires were
outside
there?
road.
98 right rear, 99 right front.
Finish the race.
Pit road is closed.
We'll see how it goes.
The estimated SOF is
2,841.
No exiting the pits under green. Or no exiting the pits at all, I don't think. And this is the final drop week apparently as well. We got 3 races left, but none of those are allowed to be dropped. At least I think that's correct. And we've had some decent races and a couple bad ones, so if we get a good finish here, that'll really help us in the points. But if not, it can be dropped as well, so. Nick Robinson is not starting on the pole. Kyle is actually on the pole. We got Chris just ahead of us. Chad to our inside there. Seems like me and Chris have been racing really close to each other all season. It's been a lot of fun. We are rolling off now. Nick is starting at the rear. He just barely got in. There's top 10 in the B main transferred, and I think he finished 10th. Had an excellent race in the C main to get into the B main. It was going to be close. I didn't think he was going to be able to make it. He started pretty far back in that one. But he wound up having a really good race with Dale and James.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
And just squeaked in. Alright, starting in third again. Let's try and get a good start. Let's hope that it's a little bit cleaner of a race than Slinger was. Try and keep it underneath us. Let's not be the cause of anything if we can help it. Coming to the green here.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
Decent start for us. Almost get clear of Chad there, but not quite.
Still there.
Watch the wall now.
Stay high. There's the car.
Chris takes the opportunity to duck in to the bottom lane. We might actually be able to clear him here. We do.
Clear low.
That's a big break for us there. That puts us up to 5th. Now we can settle in and see if we can do anything ahead of us. I'm not sure we'll be able to. I'm not sure we're taking care of our tires all that well either. Justin just letting off early into the corner, just getting nicked by him.
You got one inside.
We had a bad center corner there that kind of slowed us up. That gets Chad back to our inside, but we were able to hold him off on the outside.
16.017.
Oh my gosh, there's the freaking... That's what I was afraid of. Now the right rear is not happy.
Still there.
Now we're going to have to get in behind Jacob here. We can help it. Some smoke ahead.
Stay high.
That slide really hurt the tires.
Clear low.
I cannot feel anything in the right front anymore. We need to back it down and be a little bit more careful. That was very bad. You saw, that's what I was worried about. That massive slide out of the corner. We nearly just wrecked it. I'm surprised we were able to catch it, but it cost us 2 spots. At least we didn't wreck. It has me really worried for the end if we're just going to be so gosh dang loose. Well, we were looking like we might be able to pass Chris or set something up. And now we're struggling to hang on to it. Falling off really bad. Let's just try and maintain here. Maybe give the tires an opportunity to cool down a bit. Let's see if we get anything to come back to us. Still doing the fastest laps of the race, and we get a caution, so that should help. And we're going to be starting on the inside. Alright, we just got the 1 to green. I'm trying to drive in the less used portions of the track here. Cool off these tires a bit. Don't want any more of those big slides. That was terrifying. Starting on the inside again, though the outside didn't seem like it was that bad. But this time we're behind Chad. Hopefully we get a good start here.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
Oh, little check up there.
Outside. Stay low.
Trying to get it off the corner without pushing up into Bryce.
Stay low.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Maybe the outside is just better.
You're clear high, outside. All clear,
Chad
all
loose
clear.
there, gets into the back of Chris a little, maybe.
Clear high.
Bryce passes us.
Outside.
Oh, my.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear.
They made contact, and we all got stacked up. We were in the wrong place, wrong time there.
7, you're clear high, clear high. Yellow's fine.
No damage for us. I might try and get around the outside of Chad. That drops us back to 9th, though, unfortunately. I don't know if I can make this outside work like this. We might try it. Follow Dakota. It's going to give Rob an opportunity, though.
Clear low, clear low. You got one inside. Still there. All clear, all clear.
Let's be nice and smooth. Don't get on it too hard.
Stay high. Stay high.
This was probably a bad idea.
Stay high.
Trying to get it off the corner smoothly.
Still there.
Don't get into Dakota. Oh, man.
Stay high. Clear low, clear low. You got one inside.
We are in the thick of it here.
Still there.
Oh, Dakota. Ooh, thought he was getting into the wall.
Stay high.
Oh, they're making contact ahead.
Slow car ahead. Go high. All right, man.
That
Caution
saved
is
us a
out.
bit there.
Caution is out. Line up single
That
file.
saved us a
Your
bit.
road is closed. Past the point.
Just got the 1 to green, and Justin was in that wreck, and he broke his right front. Whatever happened, so that's a free spot for us. We're at the 8th, I think, technically. Back on the outside here. But for these restarts, I think maybe this is where you want to be. And look who's behind us now. Nick has caught up. We'll see if we can hold him off.
Green flag, green flag.
Not a bad start for us.
Inside. Stay high.
Chad was able to get clear. We'll see if we can do the same. It's going to take a bit, though.
Still there.
Chad big loose
16.
on entry there.
08. Stay high.
We might be able to clear him here.
All clear, all clear. You got one inside.
Ooh.
Clear low, clear low.
Crossover on Chad.
Stay low.
Is this move going to work? I don't know.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
Oh, it might.
Stay low.
It just might. I don't know. It's going to be tough.
All clear, all clear.
We're totally
You got one
sideways
outside.
here. Middle of the corner.
Stay low.
Oh, Chad got the
Clear
wall.
high, clear high.
Woo! That was fun. Good racing there. Now we got to try and beat Nick. If I can keep it from spinning out on entry. Gosh dang. That was bad. Nice and smooth here. See if we catch up to Bryce. We're back up to 6th. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. I don't think we're gaining anything here. I don't think we're really losing anything on Nick, though. He's entering the corner higher, and he's getting a decent run off. We're just inching away from him, I think.
16.174.
Yeah, we can't catch up to Bryce. I don't feel like I got any tire left, unfortunately. Ooh, big sideways moment for Bryce there.
Alright, man. Halfway.
Only to halfway, and I feel like my tires are toasted. That is not good. We are going to be losing this spot to Nick, I believe. He's got a little gap behind him, at least. Hopefully we can maintain. See if we can just wrap that yellow line, don't get it loose, don't hit the wall, like we just did. He's got that cut down line working, but this is starting to feel better now. Just try not to drift up too much on entry. Keep it smooth on exit. That's helping a lot, actually. They're having a heck of a battle up ahead. Nick Robinson trying to get to the lead, it looks like. This has been one heck of a race. That was really fun racing there with Chad. Can't believe I got that crossover to work.
We have 20 laps to go at the line. The leader just did a 16.52.
Starting to catch up to Bryce here as well.
I'm sorry, Dakota. I'm sorry about that. It's alright. Short track racing.
Starting to get tight through the center again. Then snapping off. We have pulled away from Nick, though. Hopefully continue to do that. We're catching this front group, but they are battling really hard side by side. Once they get that sorted out, they'll probably start pulling away again, but maybe we can find ourselves a path to get around Bryce. If we can catch him. Almost have. Almost have him. Not quite there. Yeah, we overdrove at that time. That was not what we wanted. They are really fighting for that lead up there. Looks like a really good race. Not quite to him yet. Are we going to be able to set anything up if we get close enough? He's really guarding that bottom. We might just try and take the outside.
Stay high. Stay high.
Might be able to get this to work. It did. Oh, they're wrecking ahead.
Good job, man. You're back in fifth. The leader just did
They keep it straight.
4, 5.
More contact, and they're big wreck.
Next car is the leader.
That's going to be a yellow.
All right, man. Caution is out.
And we maintain the position on Bryce somehow.
Pit road is closed.
Whew! What an intense run that was. Back to the 1 to green, and we are in 4th now. Bryce is saying his right front has gone away on him. Our problem's the right rear. We got Nick just behind us again. Maybe we're in the preferred line for the restart, so we'll see how this shakes out. These two were side by side for a long time in front of us. Let's see what happens here. Coming to the green.
Safe cars in. Green flag, green flag.
Whoa, Kyle really checking up on entry there.
You got one inside.
That got me messed up a little.
Still there.
Try and get it around the outside. We should be able to clear him
High. Stay high. There's the car on the low
soonish.
side. Clear low, clear low.
As long as we don't spin out. Alright. We've maintained 4th. Let's get this right rear cooled back down a little. I don't know if we got anything for these front 3 now that they're single file. If Kyle can do anything to get side by side with Chris, we might be able to catch up. We got 10 laps to go. Just keep it smooth. We're just ahead of Nick. Try and maintain. No slides or mess ups if we can help it. This has been a fun race.
Chad, I'm on my way back.
Oh man, we are totally sideways. Right rear is going to be gone at the end of this. But we're still in a good spot. We still got speed. That's why I was okay with keeping it on the loose side.
Caution is out. Line up single file.
Because right front going away would just slow us down tremendously. But we got another caution here. We're going to have to do another restart. Coming to the 1 to green. We are within 10 to go, so it is single file restarts. We are not going to protect the top like you might think. We're going to try and get the run on the inside. Nick shouldn't be able to jump to our outside on the start and be able to keep it there. It's going to keep it low, and that's what everyone's doing here, so that's fine.
Cars in. Green, green, green.
Ooh, contact there.
Outside. All clear, all clear.
He'll get clear of us, though.
Third now.
Couldn't quite hear what he's saying, but something about third gear, maybe? But he's going to pull away from us. I just want to stay ahead of Nick. Dalton has gotten around Nick now. And he's looking really fast. Gets to our bumper there.
5 left to go.
5 to go. Let's just hang on. Oh, they're wrecking behind. That might have been Nick. No yellow. Kyle's looking very loose. Can we get a run underneath him? We got so tight through the center there. That's not going to do it. Oh, he's so loose.
Outside.
Get to his inside.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Still there.
There's no way we're going to be able to complete this. We've gotten way too tight through the center.
All clear, all clear. Outside.
He needs a big slip up, middle of the corner for us to clear, I think.
Stay low. 2 left to go.
2 to go.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. The lead is to 16.2.
Can't gain any
There. Hold your line.
through the middle. Oh, won't turn. White flag. It's going to be a close finish.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Stay low.
Piece of a bumper there. Can I get the run? He's got it.
You're clear high. Clear high. You got one outside. Still there.
We're going to have a shot at it, but he's going to keep it. Great race in there. P4 for us.
Stay low.
Whew.
Great race there, Chad.
That was exciting.
There's the flag. It's over.
Great race.
There you go, man. Good job.
That was a lot of fun.
Good one there, Nick. Good race.
Nick wins
Sorry
again.
to whoever I cleaned out when we were in that 3-wide situation. We needed like an inch more of room, and it was just bad.
Pit boxing.
He's swept every race, every feature so far. That was a great, exciting race, though, we had. That was a lot of fun. Whew! I think Gavin ended up finishing well as well, just behind us. He finishes 6th. Great job to him. We wind up with a P4. I'm happy after we fell back quite a few spots after a couple of those restarts. And we get a clean car. We bring a clean car home once again. I didn't think we'd survive Slinger, and I certainly didn't think we'd survive South Boston, but we do both of them with 0X, I think. Well, we got a 4X at Slinger, didn't we? Well, maybe we didn't. I can't remember. I know it was clean, and we get another clean one here, so that's exciting. Great racing with everybody. That was a ton of fun going and making a couple passes there and trying to make a pass on Kyle there at the end for a podium finish. That was a fun one. Let's take a look at the incidents. There were several. Not too many. Let's make sure this isn't gonna... Okay, that's fine. That was fun. That was an exciting one. First up is Chad. Maybe grabs a little inside wall there. That's when Chris was trying to get to the inside right at the start. I honestly think the outside was so good on the restarts, and especially once their tires got worn down, they were tight. That outside, you could really get to work and make a pass around. We got around Bryce doing that. Oh, massive push there from Sean. His right front was really struggling there. He just does not turn at all on him, and that gets Ethan, unfortunately, head on into the inside wall. Significant damage there, and that is the first yellow. Dale just behind us. Oh, and this is when they stack up, and nobody has anywhere to go. Oh, that's Rob. That's got Dale's channel on the back. But yeah, Chad and Jacob come together there a little bit. Jacob maybe checked up there mid-corner to try and get a little bit lower and accelerate off, and Chad just wasn't ready for that. And he just barely taps him in the rear there. And then we just all kind of get stacked up, but we keep it going. And we didn't even have any damage for that, so... Jacob throwing it into the back of Justin. That was a pretty late dive there. Justin tried to give room, but not enough. Bryce actually got a piece of that, and that might be why his right front was struggling. And you see Justin broke his right front's broken now, unfortunately, from that. Not his fault there. Ethan trying to hang on. Oh, he's getting loose underneath Allen. That puts Allen into the wall. And then this is the 3 wide racing for the lead. That was, I think, the final yellow, wasn't it? Oh. So Kyle, he's got Chris on his inside. Kyle tries to dive it in underneath Nick while Chris is on his inside, and that collects them all together, and then they're just bouncing off each other there, 3 wide. Nick's trying to hang on to it. Slides down into him, and then there's a little bit of netcoat there. Jacob gets sent to the outside wall. That was just an aggressive move by Kyle there, I think, to try and get clear. They had been racing 2 wide for a long time. And that winds up taking Jacob out. And then nothing there. Contact under yellow, little bump. And right at the start here, Dalton maybe bumps Nick a little. And Bryce is right front. I think most of that going away on him is damage, and he's getting ran into there. Gets bumped, and then Ethan into the back of him again. He bounces off the wall and gets into Chad, unfortunately, and that was a big wreck there. Takes out a couple people. And nowhere to go here. They're all bouncing off each other, trying to hang on to it. We go to lap 48. Charles gets loose there, slides down into him, and bounces into the wall, and looks like that broke his right front as well. And then what happened to Nick here? He's like way off the pace. Is this after he got loose? Oh yeah. Well, it looked like he just pushed up a little bit, maybe. He came down... Well... Dalton might have been coming down a little bit, but Nick pushed up off the bottom slightly. I think he was dealing with loose a little bit as well. Me and him had the same setup, I believe. And that's why he was probably running that middle line to try and counteract that. I think he just didn't want to put too much wheel into it and came up a little bit. That got him sideways. And then he's up here off the pace a little bit. And Ethan gets into the back from there. Maybe his engine was about to blow or something, because that could still happen, I believe. And Nick Robinson gets the win again. Good job to him. Let's quickly take a look at the points situation. I don't think this maybe does count drop weeks already. And look at that, we have moved into P3 all by ourselves with an average finish of 5th. That's exciting. We jumped Justin somehow. I'm really happy about that. Chris opens up a little bit of a lead on us, and no one's catching Nick. I think we were like 1 point behind Chris, or maybe tied with him there before that one, but he finishes really well in that race, 2nd I believe, so he gets a 4-point advantage on us. But I'm happy, 53 points. We are 4 points ahead of Justin. And we're in P3 here with a few races left to go, 3 races. So that's cool. We've got a couple 3 hard races left to go, and hopefully we can get some decent finishes and get a decent finish in this championship. And that is that for this one. That was a fun one. I really enjoyed that one. Really good, exciting races. So yeah, thanks for watching.